match is now officially a Judy Bagwell on a forklift match.
Broken, thankless, push you down, open, praying.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to On a Forklift.
I hate you. Why did you have to make that face? Why'd you have to make the face that you're trying to seduce everyone?
Because I am. We are trying to seduce everyone, and we are On a Forklift. Welcome to episode 2 of season 3 of On a Forklift. You can find us at On a Forklift Pod on Twitter, On a Forklift Wrestling Podcast on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music, On a Forklift Wrestling Pod on Twitch for a little while longer, and Thursday nights on UPN after whatever fucking reruns happening. What's happening?
That's good. I'm Clinton Davis. You can find me at PK Batman on Twitter. To my right, as always, is Ethan Hubbard. You can find him at Jensen Collins 3. You can also find him July 7th at FU Wrestling Presents.
I'll be in the building somewhere.
Oops, All Bangers 2.
Ah,
hey, champ.
That's our champion.
This is the problem with you and I both clicking on comments. This is the problem. Is they literally like, hi, Bree.
Hi, Bree. That is
right.
our champion, Bree Stout.
You know what, man? It's been a sensational week for the world of professional wrestling. Every brand this week has had something good happen with it.
It has. You know what? Even NXT.
Gold Rush Night 1 was a pretty damn good night of wrestling.
Ring of Honor had something good happen with it this week?
Well, they're on right now.
Oh, okay. So maybe tentatively we're
the main event is Athena versus Kira Hogan. So
does something for Kevin. So
yes.
Anyway, yeah, Seth Rollins taking the title down to face Braun Breaker. You want to treat NXT like a third brand. That's how you treat NXT, like a real third brand.
Speaking of third brands, because AEW has introduced their third brand, Segways. Next Thursday, we're not going to be live at 9. No, unfortunately, that's just not the case because we want to go live at 6 because Ethan and I are going to fight for a while.
Yep. I will have never been hands-on with this game before, and I think it's going to be like, I don't know if Clint's working that day or what, but he'll probably have like 2 or 3 hours of game.
I will not.
You were playing at midnight.
Nope, I'm literally going. I pre-ordered it physically, so I'm going to go pick it up from GameStop after I get off work because it's a Thursday release, which is weird. And then I'm going to go home, pack up my PlayStation, drive over to your place so we can do this live stream. I will have probably gotten 5 minutes.
Spend about 45 minutes downloading it.
Mm-hmm.
Because somehow that's going to happen.
Yes, but we will be live. We're going to play for about 4 hours. And we're just going to see what the game's all about. We're pretty hyped about it. Of course, as always, we like to shoot the shit about random things at the end of the night. At the end of this night, we have a special surprise lined up for things we're going to talk about.
Something that I feel like the majority of our viewers, just judging by the age,
we have a demographic,
are gonna vibe with. Let's just put it that way. Speaking of vibing, your shirt is a whole fucking vibe.
Yes, it's a part of Clinton's July Pride Month celebration. I am wearing only drag queens and queens of that nature all month. Today we have Trixie Mattel. And if you ask Ethan, his wife will say that she relates to no other drag queen more than Trixie Mattel.
Yeah, that is true.
It's a toss-up between her and Katya.
I like Katya better, but that's just because I feel like it's just there's less, I don't know, less over the topness on the glitz and glam part, and more just like Katya is way less that way.
First of all,
you know what? Hold on, no.
Drag race is all about over the top, sir.
No, hold on, I want to take this back just a little bit. because Katya is not over the top in regards to like their regular shows. Katya is over the top because as part of her character, she learned to speak fucking Russian.
A Russian whore. And I love that Russian whore.
Yes. Hello, Reed. Yes, we're talking drag queens because nothing says wrestling like drag queens. And you were goddamn right, because wrestling is an art form just like drag is an art form.
Yes, it is.
Drag is subjective. So wrestling's subjective, but it's subjective to our jackass selves, and we get to talk shit about it, which we will not do about drag.
And this past Tuesday, we got to interview Gigi Jacobs again. We love having him on the show again. We talked about my new favorite wrestling promotion, which is called Wrestle Drag, and I've watched about 3 episodes of that shit, and I'm in love.
Yes, you can find this show is in our most recent YouTube videos. Please go check it out. Go watch it. He is an absolute sweetheart. Which brings me to what I was going to tell you earlier off air, and I decided to wait until I was in the vehicle today. And I was checking my Instagram notifications because I do not keep up on my Instagram notifications at all. You blazed up and you got blurry. It's kind of funny. So I don't check them at all. So I looked at it. I had one from Gigi that he had mentioned my personal page in his story. I went to go hold it to do the like on it. And then one of my guys asked me a question. I set my phone down. Next thing I know, from between my legs, I hear, hello? Hello. Well, I turn, and it's Gigi's beautiful face, and he goes, or however he laughs. It's fucking awesome. I love that laugh. And I'm just like, I'm so sorry. He goes, oh, it's okay, baby doll. And I'm like, God damn it, you're such a sweetheart. I said, I'll talk to you later. Hung up, and the guy's in the car looking at me going, what the fuck was that? And I said, don't worry about it. So that's the most famous professional wrestler you don't know about.
So, as Ethan said earlier, when it came, because we're going to knock through a few more things and then we're going to get onto the wrestling coverage. As Ethan said earlier on in the show, we don't know how much longer we're going to be on Twitch. I think most of you are following us on YouTube now. If you're not, please head over to youtube.com/@onaforklift. Wrestling pod, I think it is.
Yeah.
On a Forklift Wrestling Podcast. Please go follow us over there. We don't know how much longer we're going to be live on Twitch.
So it's not really a thing that we're not sitting here asking for people's money. Just YouTube gives us a lot more options of what we can do, and it's a lot cleaner and easier for us to direct people to, because if you forget your Twitch password, you're fucked for like 7 days.
And most of our content's up on YouTube. The interviews that we're going to be uploading, we have an interview with Grim Reality coming up next month that we're going to be uploading strictly to YouTube. All the live wrestling shows are all on YouTube exclusively. We're the only thing we are streaming on Twitch at this point is the weekly podcast. And that takes away from the quality of the total thing. And what I mean by quality is video quality, because when we stream to 2 separate things, it does 720p, to where we stream to one thing, it's 1080p, which is why next week is going to be the first podcast we do not have on Twitch.
Yes.
So if you are not following us on YouTube, please go follow us on YouTube, because On a Forklift Fights for a while is only going to be on YouTube.
Also, just for us to say this, and this is talking about money, they changed their monetization stuff. Get us to 3,000 watch hours. Fucking please.
Please. On our YouTube, you can find all the wrestling interviews, past episodes of On a Forklift, past episodes of 4 Post Massacre, our wrestling quiz show. We have another one coming up in about 8 weeks. That's where you're going to find all of our daily shorts, which is going to show local indie wrestlers from Michigan. Like, there's so much content we have on YouTube compared to onto Twitch. So please do us a favor. Go over to our YouTube page. There's going to be a point where we're not even logging into this anymore, and I'm going to revert it back to
Mr. Bailey.
Hi, Joshua. And I'm going to revert this back to my own personal.
Yeah.
Love y'all, but that's just the way it is. There will be some streams on Twitch, a few, and we're going to figure out a way to keep it more interactive over on YouTube. Yeah? Did you get the Elite Edition or something? Did the Elite Edition release a week early that I didn't know about?
I don't know. Oh, beta.
Oh, the beta. So please go over to our YouTube page, follow that. We're probably not going to be on here past the summer.
Yeah. It's
All
just
right.
enough. We're not just going to dip out 1 week with no warning. We'll make sure that everybody, this is the predecessor to us leaving. But now we're 10 and a half minutes into the show. This is a wrestling podcast, not just in the name, but in the content that we put on our screens. Big things happen in wrestling this week. Started off last Saturday with, since we were last on the air, Collision Saturday, Monday night Raw. We can kind of skip that. Tuesday night NXT, pretty good. Wednesday night Dynamite. It was a Dynamite.
We also had SmackDown, which
Yes.
had big things that happened on SmackDown. So, like when we said at the beginning of the show that it was a big week for wrestling, it was a big week for the WWE, for AEW, for NXT, for Ring of Honor, for Impact. It's been big weeks all around.
Hang around for about 30 minutes and we will.
Yes, we will get to Forbidden Door in just a little bit. Let's cover Collision. Let's do a quick breakdown of that show.
SmackDown, real quick. Let's talk about SmackDown.
Let's do that real quick. SmackDown doesn't mean shit outside of the fact that LA Knight is the most over person in the company right now, and you're fucking idiots if you don't put that briefcase on him.
I still think Logan Paul wins it, but
we'll talk about that during predictions next week because we have a lot of content coming next week. Goddamn. All right. We get to the Bloodline segment. Jey Uso and Jimmy and Solo and Roman, they're all in the ring. And Jey is just running down Jimmy, all of his accomplishments that he's had since he's been Roman's right-hand man. He looks at Jimmy and goes, "You're out." And just that faint silence and boos. And all you heard was, "And I'm out too," as he super kicked Roman. To one of the loudest reactions we've heard since probably Sammy put the chair to his back.
So I feel like I want to take in the only thing I want to talk about. Which one of these moments would have been bigger if it happened first? Was it always going to be Sammy with the chair, or would it have been Jey if Jey super kicked him first, would that have gotten the bigger pop?
No. I think if Jey would have super kicked Roman before Jimmy, that would have been a bigger pop.
That's fair. I'm glad we finally got done with the him and Han and we're moving on to this whole thing because that's what's important about it.
Which is leading to what they're calling the Bloodline Civil War match. It's going to be the Usos versus Roman and Solo at Money in the Bank. I have no problems with it.
We know how this is going to turn out, right?
Yeah.
And I swear to God, if you give me Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso as your main event of SummerSlam, I'm 100% on board with it.
I will 100% buy a ticket. I
am so on board with that because of where that runs to. And that seems like the logical, we're a month out from SummerSlam. Mm-hmm. That's the logical endpoint. We're a month and a half out. You got 6 weeks. So you got the pay-per-view in 10 days and whatever it is. And then you have that 4 weeks after that. Sell that. That's it. Done. Roman can go away until fucking Survivor Series for all I give a shit.
Yep.
Just to let it happen.
Yes. We will have predictions for Money in the Bank next week on our YouTube channel. I think we're going to upload that one Thursday morning. So that way you can catch all of our predictions before we go. And you're going to catch us a lot of places in a few weeks. Next week,
catch some things from us.
Yes. We'll go over everything coming up next week because you know how show weeks are. They're big weeks for us. But yes, Jey finally leaving. Hold on a second. I want to see. I want the end game to be Solo says, "Hold on, those are my brothers. Fuck you, Unk." I'd be down with that. Like, that's the perfect thing. Roman has to be alone at the end of this. He has to have no one.
I want the last person to turn on him to be
Paul Heyman. I want Paul Heyman at SummerSlam to slide the title to Jey Uso to take out Roman.
Oh my God. And this is not what I want to see happen, but how poetic would this be if this came full circle this way?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even do it. I can't.
We'll talk about Money in the Bank on our prediction show.
Yeah,
next
this is
week.
for later.
We'll move on to Collision.
Yes,
Collision was a big show. I'm gonna pull. There was so much that happened. I'm actually gonna pull up the results for it because I've forgotten. Holy shit. There's so much AEW news this week.
You know, JFam, that's not a bad way to cap that.
No, it's not. All right. So we kick off Collision with a CM Punk return. He kicks off with his big promo. How do I say anything else besides he said CM Punk things?
Yeah.
He called the Bucks counterfeit Bucks. He referred to himself as One Bill Phil. There were heavy fuck the elite chants during the whole thing. And it was just him coming out and saying, I've always been honest. I've always been true. I've never lied to you guys.
I've never heard of Tony Khan actually writing a promo. But this felt like Tony Khan weaved himself into Tony Khan, into CM Punk, and did this promo. I have some things to get off my. He talked for 6 minutes and then said, I have some things to get off my chest. My brother, you just did.
Yeah.
Just continue on to it. I at this point, I know they're friends. CMFTR is cool, but it feels like you're trying to use them to garner him some good graces. And in reality, I think everybody in this whole thing looks worse for it, except FTR, because they were just there.
Yeah, FTR is just getting on TV.
I mean, now I will say this. The main event of Collision, pretty fun.
Banger.
Pretty fun.
Hot crowd is obviously hot for Punk versus Joe.
And I'm here for it. That's a good matchup. That's a great matchup, actually, to have.
Mm-hmm.
No
right,
complaints.
but yeah, we'll go right to the main event real quick. We'll just get all the CM Punk shit out of the way. The main event was CMFTR versus Bullet Club Gold. Excuse me, Gold. And Samoa Joe. It ended when I think it was CM. Yeah, it ended with CM Punk pinning Juice Robinson. It was a good 6-man tag team match. The crowd was super hot for Samoa Joe and Punk when they were in the ring exchanging. They were super hot because it was Chicago anytime Punk was in the ring. They wanted to see Punk versus anybody. Punk versus Jay White got a pop. Same with Juice. And we'll go to a Juice Robinson promo later that he popped on Dynamite. But yeah, CM Punk hit the go to sleep on Juice Robinson for the win. And that's how we ended Collision.
Yeah.
But the thing, we kicked off with the most egregious decision when Luchasaurus pinned Wardlow. What the fuck are we doing with Wardlow? I thought we got him back on track after the ladder match. And I get you want to do a shock title change on your first episode. It's what you did with Rampage when Christian Cage beat Kenny Omega for the Impact title. They love smoking a pancake.
Bong and a blintz. Pipe and a crepe. Joint and a waffle.
But no, Luchasaurus, it wasn't clean, but he pinned Wardlow to win the TNT championship.
I just don't. Look, Christian Cage has been brilliant, right?
Yes.
So, I'm here for that. I like Christian Cage. I think he's been great. I'm intrigued. Okay, so there's part of me that wants to see what goes down with the storyline because of where Christian was. Christian was holding the belt. Christian was on Luchasaurus' shoulders. Is it going to be a point where Luchasaurus turns on Christian because Christian's like, no, I'm really the champ. You're just my accoutrement. You're an accessory for me having gold.
Good word. Good word. But yeah, I see that's how it's playing down. Christian's going to play off that he's the TNT champion. I don't know what you do with Wardlow at this point. Release him so he can go to WWE, maybe.
And be a fucking monster.
Be a fucking powerhouse monster.
You thought Braun Breaker was cool. Wait until they get a hold of Wardlow.
Fuck. Anyways, we moved on from that to, in my opinion, the match of the night. Andrade El Idolo versus Buddy Matthews. What a stellar fucking return from Andrade.
I don't like when your champions lose. And
It's okay.
one third of the trios title lost. But I really don't think there were any losers in this match, including the fans, because this was fucking great.
Andrade brought back the fucking step through back elbow. He hasn't been able to use that since he arrived in AEW because Chris Jericho's a prick. And that match was spectacular. It didn't stop for I think the full 15 minutes they went.
Nope, it was great.
I can't even remember.
I felt when I got done watching that, I looked at the clock and went, "That's all," because that was one of those ones that had you on the edge of your seat. After that, I got up and walked away because when you have a good moment in life, you want to cherish it, not ruin it by whatever else might come down the line. That was really good.
Well, you missed out because after Andrade won with the figure eight, which I thought was a nice touch, we went into Miro returning to fuck Tony Nese.
Sorry, I didn't walk away because I did happen to watch that.
He hate fucked Tony Nese so bad. I'm so glad Miro's back. If he's just wrestling on Saturdays, I'll at least watch it on Sunday mornings. Because my God, what a return from Miro. One of the best returns they've done in a minute. Yes, I appreciate his tweet to his wife. It's cute. The fact that he used his wife's finisher to put away someone. I like that shit.
Buddy used Rhea's move too.
Mm-hmm. He used the Riptide at one point. It's why I always loved when Candace would do the Gargano escape. I just loved it. But after Tony got hate fucked, we ran into Sky Blue and Willow, who wore matching gear, which I appreciate. Defeated the Outcast.
Big push.
In an okay match. I think Sky Blue hitting that Code Blue, like the runningness to it, nice. The fact that it was finally the little spray can of paint finally backfired on the Outcast, great. And the fact that Sky Blue got a pinfall victory in her hometown is also wonderful. Anything for you to add?
No, I just thought it was a really tight match. I thought it was, it's serviceable, but it's nice to see a tag team, A, wearing matching gear, B, the Outcast not winning because whatever reason Saraya is off TV, I don't know, but I don't feel like the AEW Women's Champion needs to be saddled into a tag team at the current moment in time.
Mm-hmm. And I just want to take a shout out because we've already talked about the main event. Wonderful job from Kevin Kelly and Nigel McGuinness. Their commentary throughout the night was spectacular. I think that should be your broadcast team going forward.
Did you feel like we were back in 2015?
Dude, I felt like I was watching Ring of Honor Best in the World 2016, man. It was great. Those two stay around for a while. They might give people a run for the best commentary duo in professional wrestling. Now that Michael Cole and Pat McAfee aren't a thing.
Whatever it is, because of the rumors recently that the WWE would want Taz and Hook, whatever they need to do to keep Taz and Excalibur together, they need to do that because those two work so well together and Nigel and Kevin work very well together. And I think it's kind of shown that they don't really need the three-man booth, but on Dynamite, I'm okay with it if Tony Schiavone is the third man.
Hook's going to go to WWE because that's what Taz has before stated is that he wants Hook to be able to go there. So that's going to happen. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We can move on to, like you said, Raw wasn't really anything outside of Finn Balor attacking Seth Rollins, which was great. Then we moved on to NXT. Seth Rollins had a wonderful main event with Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker really needs to stop looking like Dominic Toretto because he shouldn't be pushing a family gimmick right now with his dad being the way he is.
I don't think he should be pushing any kind of gimmick. I just think he just needs to be a big dude that fights people and messes them up. Sometimes that's all you need. Batista. However, I loved Deacon Batista too, so I don't give a shit.
Dude, I loved Devon when he was
Brother Devon.
Father Devon or whatever. That shit was gold.
I'm still
And-
telling you, we need to put Trevor in with the little thing.
And on one of the best entrance musics of all time. Not me being funny or anything. That's a true statement.
No, it is. It's a banger. Anyway, so moving on, we are on to Dynamite because we talked about all the important things.
Yes, we can definitely move on to Dynamite because Dynamite had a lot of shit go down. Because, as always, Eddie Kingston announces that he's going to address his enemies.
Why, Eddie? We already know what this is. You don't know it's not real.
We kicked off Dynamite with the Guns defeating the Hardys in an okay match, but that really wasn't. That was just the appetizer, because the entree was the aftermath of the match, which involved Bullet Club Gold. It looks like the Guns are a part of Bullet Club Gold.
Maybe.
And then out came fucking CM Punk, FTR, and Ricky Starks to make the save, setting up an 8-man tag for this Saturday, where it's going to be CM, FTR, Ricky Starks versus Bullet Club Gold and the Ass Boys.
Question for you. Are we doing predictions in this show for Forbidden Door, or are we doing a separate one? I want to tell the people.
We can tell the people our predictions, but there's not going to... We have predictions coming next week for Money in the Bank. That's where we're going to actually have...
of course. That's
shit.
Yeah. This is an outlier pay-per-view, in case people are wondering.
It's non-canon, so even if I lost predictions, I wouldn't lose my belt because it's a non-canon pay-per-view.
That's fair.
Because that's such a Forbidden Door match. Yep. Well, Forbidden Door has a different match for CM Punk, which we'll get to. Then we kicked into what I feel should have opened the show, which was Mark Briscoe versus Jeff Jarrett in the concession stand brawl. And this was a wild mess of fun.
You love shows like this, so I'm just going to let you take this.
I'll just take it over, man. It's my biggest gripe in wrestling is when baby faces don't have anyone helping them out when they're getting a beatdown. And they went completely against that because as many people as Jeff Jarrett had, Karen, Sanjay, Jay Lethal, Satnam, Mark Briscoe had more friends.
They should start calling him Platinum Satnam and dye his hair. That's a Vince McMahon thing, and if he ever ends up in WWE, you're all welcome for that because I just booked it.
Because when Jay came out, that's when Papa Briscoe came out and cleaned house. When Karen Jarrett came out, that's when Aubrey Edwards came out and started helping out. When Satnam Singh got involved, the Best Friends came out and helped, leaving it down to Jeff Jarrett and Mark Briscoe for Mark Briscoe to pick up the win. But backstage after that, we had the BCC, and they issued a challenge to the Elite for a 5-on-5 match at Forbidden Door, where it was going to be Moxley, Claudio, Yuta, Shota, and Takeshita. And it was going to be against the Bucks and Hangman and two partners of their choosings. We'll get to the two partners of their choosings in a little bit. Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki defeated Action Andretti, Darius Martin, and AR Fox. It was a very fun and chaotic thing, but the real star of the show here was, of course, Minoru Suzuki making his entrance to Kazanina Air.
I'm still playing it in my head.
Always. It's better than Judas. I didn't really care for this match. I don't know if Ethan did. I'm
done with the Chris Jericho.
Thank you. All right.
I'm just done with that. I don't care. I know that this match set up a triple threat between Sting, Darby,
a six-man,
sorry. Between Sting and Darby with a partner of their choosing. Which it's like Reed's going to be in the comment saying it's Tenzin or somebody. Was it Sammy, Suzuki, and Jericho?
It's going to be Naito.
I'm fine with that. If it's Naito, I'm happy.
We go backstage to Tony Schiavone and RJ City. They're drawing names out of a bingo roller because they're about to start a tag team blind eliminator tournament next week, and they drew two names out. They didn't reveal the names. We got those names pretty quickly. The Elite are backstage. They announced that their partner is going to be Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston comes out and says, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I don't like any of you, but I hate Claudio's ass more, so I'm going to fight him. That was fine. And then Kingston said, I'm picking our fifth partner. I'll announce him later. Then we got to the Adam Cole MJF face-off. And it turns out that they were the two names drawn for the blind tag team eliminator tournament. And they both fucking hated it, but they both got on the same page when they told Tony Schiavone to shut his mouth. Adam Cole started saying some things to MJF, saying like, you don't think Tanahashi's better than you, do you? So we're getting MJF versus Tanahashi. MJF's going to show up. They announced the Owen Hart Foundation tournament brackets. Literally, the whole tournament is taking place over 2 weeks. There's 2 matches on Forbidden Door, 2 matches on Dynamite, 2 matches on Rampage, 2 matches on Collision next week. The 2 that are going to be taking place on the pay-per-view is CM Punk versus, I'm going to butcher this name, Satoshi Kojima. That is going to be on the pay-per-view. It's not CM Punk versus Kenta. And the other one is it's Athena versus Billy Starks at Forbidden Door. That's going to be the 0 hour. That's the 0 hour match.
Yeah, well, listen, the best fucking match on the card is going to be on 0 hour. I can tell you that right fucking now.
The other matches announced were Roderick Strong versus Samoa Joe, Dustin Rhodes versus Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks versus Juice Robinson. On the women's side, we also had Anna Jay taking on Sky Blue, Nyla Rose and Willow Nightingale, and Ruby Soho versus Britt Baker.
He's not wrong.
You're not wrong. They could use that for All In.
Hey, shut the fuck up, because that's what I was going to say.
The next match saw Zack Sabre Jr. and Daniel Garcia defeat Orange Cassidy, taking a rare loss, and Shibata, which is setting up a fatal 4-way for the International Championship at Forbidden Door. That'll be a fun 4-way.
Yes.
I
could watch Zack Sabre Jr. and Shibata wrestle all fucking day.
Chris Statlander defeated Taya Valkyrie to retain the TBS Championship. A really good probably the best TBS Championship match there's ever been.
Yeah, so far.
Statlander's new finisher is called Wednesday Night Fever. I like that. And then we got to the main event portion of the show, which is when Eddie Kingston came out to announce who the tag partner was and address his enemies. Him and Moxley got into each other's faces. He said, here's our partner. It's Ishii. Led to a big brawl between everyone, which led to Danielson about to stomp in Ishii. Unless Okada came out. Okada came out. They had the face-off. They didn't touch. Yuta jumped Okada from behind. Okada got the one-up, and he got to hit him with the Rainmaker. And the look of sexual pleasure that Okada gets when he gets to beat up someone. When he looked down and saw it was Yuta, he was like, oh, ho, ho, ho. It was like it just went from 6 to fucking midnight for Okada.
Can I just tell you that there were 12 people in the ring, and I don't fucking care about 10 of them?
That's fair.
The BCC and the Elite thing has run its course. I wasn't surprised or shocked by the 2 entries at all. But Danielson and Okada has me erect.
Yes.
Looking like the Eiffel Tower in the late 1800s in this, baby. I am glistening in the sun. Somebody's getting ready to sell me for scrap because I'm fucking hardened. I'm going to come down fast. But I cannot wait for this fucking match. This is what would sell me on the pay-per-view. Sure, we're getting Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. That's nice. That is. It's really good. We got a lot of decent matches on this, good to decent matches. But this is something I thought I'd never see, and I want to see it.
That's going to be great. But to run down the full, I'm going to try to do this in my best Excalibur impersonation. On AEW Rampage, we will have Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher, Jeff Cobb, and Swerve Strickland taking on Rocky Romero, Chuck Taylor, Trent Beretta, and Yo. We have AEW World Champion MJF makes his first ever appearance on Rampage. The Acclaim and Daddy Ass will be in action. We hear from Adam Cole. Jungle Boy Jack Perry battles the Dookie. Anna Jay takes on Sky Blue in an Owen Hart tournament match. On Collision, we have CM Punk, FTR, and Ricky Starks taking on Switchblade, Jay White, Juice Robinson, and the Guns. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Swerve Strickland. That'll be a banger. Christian Cage addresses the TNT title. A little bit on what you and I have said. We learned who Sting and Darby Allin's partner for Forbidden Door will be. Brody King battles Andrade El Idolo. Willow Nightingale versus Nyla Rose in an Owen Hart tournament match.
Brody King and Andrade on a Rampage?
On Collision.
Oh, on Collision. I was about to be like, what? Because that match is also gonna fuck. Now, my theory on this is that
hold on, I'm not done. Hold on, you cut me off. I wasn't done. At AEW New Japan Forbidden Door, we will have 0 Hour Athena versus Billy Starks in an Owen Hart tournament. Billy
Starks. I was calling out my winners.
Okay, don't call out your winners right now. That's gonna fuck me up. Orange Cassidy versus Zack Sabre Jr. versus Shibata versus Daniel Garcia for the AEW International Championship. Sting, Darby Allin, and a mystery partner versus Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki. John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, Konosuke Takeshita, Shota Umino versus Hangman Adam Page, the Young Bucks, Eddie Kingston, and Tomohiro Ishii. CM Punk versus Satoshi Kojima in an Owen Hart tournament match. Tony Storm defends the AEW Women's Championship against Willow Nightingale. Sonata versus Jungle Boy Jack Perry for the IWGP Championship. MJF versus Hiroshi Tanahashi for the AEW World Championship. Kenny Omega defends the IWGP Heavyweight Championship against Will Ospreay. And Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada. Whew.
You feeling all right?
You just had to let me get that out. You were just trying to cut me off, man.
All right, I wasn't trying to cut you off.
Woo. But that is a lot of AEW over the course of 3 days. The pay-per-view is definitely going to be 4 hours. Collision's going to be, that's 7 hours of wrestling for AEW on a course of 3 days.
And if we really wanted to go, that's 9 hours and 5 days.
Well, let's be real here. Next Saturday, we have a long day ahead of us.
Yep.
Because now that we've covered AEW, next Saturday, we have to sit at your place and watch Money in the Bank. And then go do a wrestling show. MPW. We're going to be doing their show next Saturday. You can find it live on our YouTube page, 7:30 p.m. So we have, in that day, a solid 10 straight hours of wrestling shit we have to do.
Yes. It's gonna be a long fucking day. You know what? You know what's crazy is I have 2 Saturdays in a row I have a Saturday and then a Friday that are gonna be super long. And like it is something, like it's one thing, but I'm so excited for like both of them, actually.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for the one next Friday. Not next Friday.
2 Fridays from now.
Yes.
Yeah, regardless of that. I'm not here to talk about myself tonight.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. We're here.
That's why we have a podcast.
Yeah, but I'm not here to like pimp my own. Like I'm not doing that tonight. Anyway,
we're like Trixie and Katya. This is our podcast, and we talk about whatever we want because it's our show.
Mm-hmm. This is true. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Why is this fucking? How did the door get shut? I'm dying up here. It's not even outside.
You're gonna have to move your office into the basement for the summer.
I'm gonna have to. I'm thinking about putting in a window air conditioner.
That'll be loud as fuck.
No, I'll just turn it on. I'll let it run for like an hour and a half before the show.
like what? Like 50 degrees, so that way you can be in there. Hi, I'm Ethan.
Yeah, welcome. Fuck you. You're gonna be wondering. You're gonna be like, "Hey, it's July. Why are you wearing a parka?" And I'm going to be like, because I'm reporting to you from the North Pole right now. Here we have a fucking penguin. I know they don't exist here. Don't ask me how it got here, but it's here. And over there, that's a polar bear. His name is Frenchie. He's trying to sell me meth. So
let's break down our predictions here for Forbidden Door. The 0-hour match between Athena and Billy Starks.
Billy Starks needs the rub, but Athena's gonna win because she's the champ.
Athena's going to win, absolutely. The International Championship match.
That's a rough one. If this is where, if OC is gonna lose it, I think this is the match he loses it in. But I don't know how often Zack Sabre Jr. wants to wrestle on TV in the US. So I'm going to say OC stays, or it sticks with him.
I think that this match is going to come down to either Cassidy or Garcia. The two people that'll be featured on AEW television more frequently. The next match, the Sting, Darby Allin, and Mystery Partner versus Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Minoru Suzuki. I'm going for Goth Boys.
Yeah, it's Sting and Naito or whoever joins them.
The BCC versus the Elite. I see the
Elite, I guess.
The BCC because Eddie Kingston's gonna implode on them. And one thing I don't think we talked about. We're idiots because, like, we were sitting here going, it's going to be Kota Ibushi. Kota Ibushi is going to join them for this Forbidden Door. We were saying that for weeks. There's no chance in hell Kota Ibushi is working with New Japan Pro Wrestling right now.
I don't really care about this match. I'm going to say the Elite, I guess.
This kicks off the show because I have to close on Sunday.
Yeah, you want something.
Yeah. CM Punk versus Kojima.
You're right, Reed, by the way. It's going to be Punk because it's Punk.
Yeah. Tony Storm against Willow Nightingale. Tony Storm.
I think Willow wins by DQ.
Okay. Sonata versus Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Sonata.
Fucking.
MJF versus Tanahashi. MJF.
But this has a chance to be a very good match.
Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay. I say Will Ospreay.
I'm gonna agree with you on this.
And definitely the hardest match to call tonight: Danielson versus Okada.
Time limit draw.
Danielson. If Ospreay's gonna win the first main event, Danielson's gonna win the second.
I can see it, but I have a
The only thing I care to see in this part is I want to see Okada go for a Rainmaker. And as he pulls in Danielson, Danielson hits him with the Busaiku knee. That's the only spot I need to see.
Yeah, I mean, there's this card is focused around two matches for me. And I'll watch the rest of it, but it's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Because coming up on Monday, if you miss Forbidden Door and you don't want to wait around till Thursday to hear us talk about it, we'll be doing Sleep Deprived Review. The second that pay-per-view ends, we're going right upstairs to record a rundown that'll be uploaded at 8 in the morning.
Yep.
All for you.
It'll be there. And then we also, on Monday, are recording a preview show for next weekend's MPW versus NWCW show. So we're going to have a special guest for that, too. We're pretty stoked about that.
That one will be uploaded on Tuesday.
Yes.
Or Tuesday. Yep, it's going to go. Monday is going to be the recap. Tuesday will be our preview show. Wednesday will be predictions. Thursday will be fight for a while. And y'all can fuck off Friday. Go to our YouTube page for a short. We upload daily shorts on YouTube. We've already had one be made age restricted. So you can only see it if you're logged into your YouTube account that is 18 and up.
You know what, though? One ain't bad. One ain't bad.
Out of all the ones, Shane Mercer lighting someone on fire didn't get an age restriction, but Jeremiah Goldmain being thrown across a bar did.
I wonder if it's because of the alcohol.
Probably. But, lighting someone on fire. Anyways, we can go into what we were going to talk about towards the end of the show. Last week, we had a lot of fun just dicking around with you guys at the end of the show, just talking about favorite fast food items. Fight Forever drops next Thursday. And from all the reports that we're seeing, it plays a lot like N64 wrestling games. So we thought we would sit here and just talk about our favorite N64 games. They don't have to be wrestling related, but we should we definitely got a few in the chamber.
No, but we also do love drafting things.
We do.
So like maybe we turn this into a draft.
So
I was trying to see. I was trying to see if we had somebody else available for us, but he's currently not home.
Who was that?
Trevor.
Oh, okay. But
I mean, send him a message right now and tell him to send me his top 5 games, and then I'll let him.
Trevor wasn't an N64 guy though. Trevor was PlayStation. We had PlayStation and N64. He mainly played the PlayStation.
Well, actually, I'm sorry, you do it so much better.
Well, you see, I was playing the PlayStation until the PlayStation 2 dropped, which then that was the Xbox when that released. And
my favorite thing about your fucking impression of Trevor is it sounds nothing like Trevor. It's the best part of the whole fucking thing.
It's the same impression I've been doing for like 20 years.
I
since I was like 13. Yes, please, absolutely, JFam. Anyone else? Please drop your top 5 favorite N64 games in here. Ethan said draft. Okay, if he takes my number 1 pick, I'm going to kill him. He knows what it is.
Yeah, I already know what it is, and no, I'm not going to take it.
But I'm going to let you go first.
Absolute number 1 pick. Oh, WWF No Mercy. No, I'm kidding. He just closed. He'd end the broadcast right fucking now. You guys would just see you'd see this face, and it would just end. Diddy Kong Racing.
All right,
we have a GoldenEye vote.
That just makes room for the actual greatest N64 game of all time, Gex Enter the Gecko.
Oh, you fucking asshole. God, I hate that game.
I love that game so much. It's so bad. It's so bad, it's good.
Mr. Bailey with a mic drop in the comments.
I mean, I'm going to be real with you guys. GoldenEye doesn't even crack my top 10.
It's if you had friends, which you didn't, it was really good.
My friends and I didn't play GoldenEye. We played No Mercy.
Yeah, see, Time Splitters. That's that was the era moving forward. So number 2, because we're not going to do this as a snake just because there's only 2 of us. Man, it's gotta be the OG Smash Bros, right?
I'll give you that. All right, my number 2.
I absolutely love how. Hold on.
Hold on. Don't pump us up yet. I was waiting.
Okay.
So I'm talking about with the comments, buddy. I have plans.
Okay.
All right. My number 2 is going to be Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Okay.
Your number 3.
Man, this is a dicey. Oh God, I can tell you one that I want, but it's super fucking shallow, and so it's not that. Oh, you know what? Rogue Squadron.
Okay. I'll throw the first wrestling game on here. WCW NWO Revenge.
What was your number 2? Oh, Majora's Mask.
Yeah. What's your number 4?
There was this game called Silicon Valley. This isn't it, but I just had to tell people about this. If you've never played it, go play it. It's really fun.
God.
My number 4 is going to be Pokemon Stadium.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Fucking. Every time I have to rearrange my room, my camera fucks up. What was that again?
Pokemon Stadium. Because of the fucking Lick-a-Tongue mini game where it goes, "Hello!" and then it hits, that's like the predecessor to Overcooked.
Fuck you. God damn it, that just threw me
Oh,
off.
and Run Rattata Run.
Yep, Run Rattata Run. I just love the fact that I was able to use that game to play my Game Boy games
On your
my
TV?
N64.
Yeah.
Yep. Played in all 13 inches. My number 4.
You know something about playing with 13 inches, right?
Yeah.
6.5 twice, baby. Ski jobs.
I'm gonna go Mario Kart for the N64.
That's fair. Mario Kart 64 is good.
Great, and your last pick.
Superman 64. No, I'm kidding.
I apologize, everyone, for that fucking idiot making such an egregiously bad statement, even as a joke.
I'm gonna
apologize to everyone.
I'm sorry for stating that. I'm gonna let you pick my 5th between 2 games.
No, pick your 5th because I'm not your girlfriend.
No. I want you to pick this. I want you to tell me which one of these you think is better: Donkey Kong 64 or Army Men Sarge's Heroes.
Donkey Kong 64.
Okay, then I'm fine with that.
I wanted to pick out. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, my number 5 actually was said by Reed. It's Conker's Bad Fur Day. Because the remake for Xbox was atrocious. Yeah, let's go over everyone's. Reed said something Zelda, something Kirby, something Metroid. Okay. JFam said Smash Bros, Ocarina, GoldenEye, No Mercy, Perfect Dark.
You know what? That's probably like that's a list you could hand somebody and they're not going to complain.
Yeah, it wasn't really like I was cool with Nintendo. Like I loved playing Nintendo.
Yeah, you're right, Reed. Conker's was N64.
Yes. Conker was N64 and then got remade for the Xbox with a terrible remake. Wasn't good. But that was the one shocking thing is that No Mercy didn't make either of our lists.
Because I love the game, but if I have to like tell you what my favorites are, it's like top 10. I'd probably say it's 8.
I would put WrestleMania 2000 over No Mercy. That's just personal preference. They're essentially the same game. It's like when you pick between No Mercy and WCW NWO Revenge. They're the same game. Just were you a WCW kid or a WWF kid?
Right.
What are you looking at?
Me? Oh, I was trying to figure something out. Which one was it? Was it Road Rash that has the black case?
I don't remember.
Which game? It was a WCW something. Road Rally. One of the WCW games had a black case. That's what I was trying to look up.
Road Race? Road Rash?
I don't know.
Road Wild. There was Road Block, the professional. Like Road Wild was a pay-per-view.
I don't fucking remember. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's you know what it is? It is Road Rash. It's a black case, or it's a black cartridge. The game is called Road Rash, but the logo looks vaguely like the 2000s WCW logo if you squint. Pokemon Snap is a clutch one. You know who would have been fucking great to have on here right now for this? Jord.
Yeah, Jord would have been spectacular for this. I loved the N64, but I definitely wasn't a Nintendo kid growing up. I loved my Game Boy and I loved Pokemon. If we're talking like top 5 Game Boy games, I would have a much tougher time with that list, especially for throwing Game Boy Advance in there.
What do you want to do? You want to do Game Boy? You want to do Game Boy Advance? Chat, decide.
Oh, shit.
I can pull them off the top of my fucking head right now.
I picked up one of my top 5 the other day.
I'd like to clarify: Game Boy Game Boy covers Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. Game Boy Advance games we're going to do separately. That's the separation.
Or let's test our knowledge.
Oh, are you pulling up? Because we've got about 20 minutes left in the show, if that 10, 15, 20, something like that. And we can do this.
All right, here we go. Let's figure out every game of the year from 1997 to 2020.
Ooh, does this say by whom?
Nope, it just says, can you name the winners of overall game of the year?
Guys, by the way, I had to shut out the chat because I can't see this shit unless I open the screen up big. So, JFam, I saw your Game Boy camera at number 1. That's fucking hilarious, and I love it. Where's the Game Boy printer?
All right, you ready?
Yes.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Here we go.
Mario 64.
Nope. I'm gonna go.
Ocarina of Time.
Let me see how you spell that, because
OC.
Yep. The Last of Us.
Super Mario 64. That's what it was.
No.
97?
GoldenEye. Yep.
Oh,
GoldenEye,
nice.
baby. Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
No, because 2001's Halo. That's what
Halo.
Tony Hawk lost out to.
Yep. What about Halo 2? Nope.
No, Halo 2007 is that's Grand Theft Auto 4.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Am I missing something from 2007?
The Witcher 3 isn't on this list? What the fuck?
Okay, so hold on. Let's do some things. Let's go from the bottom back.
Okay, hold on. I have one. Nope. Okay. Bottom back. 2020.
Oh, that's 2020, and it was on Switch, PS4, PS5, and Xbox. It's on all of those. Breath of the Wild?
Nope. Oh, wait. Breath of the Wild.
No, that's 2017.
Yep. PS4 exclusive.
Horizon.
Oh, nope. God of War. 2 times. Okay. Let's see. Windows, Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One.
2015. It's not a Call of Duty game, is it?
Yep.
Oh, for the N-Gage.
2003.
Windows 98. Is that StarCraft?
Nope. Oh, hold on. No. Oh, wait. Elder Scrolls Skyrim?
That should be 2011.
Nope.
No. Okay, what the fuck? All right, I'm going to pop this back just so we can get back into this so we can get some names on here. Witcher 3 was 2015, he says?
Yeah, that didn't win, though.
Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Overwatch? JFam says Overwatch. JFam's good at these things.
Overwatch is one of them.
I'm looking at these 2008, 2009 PS3 games. That's Uncharted?
Okay. No. Uncharted 2 is 2009.
So what is 2008? PS3 exclusive.
Nope.
Also the 2019 Windows Switch. Minecraft? What? Is Minecraft on here?
Nope. I'm trying to think of other Zelda titles that came out. Wind Waker.
You know who else would be good at this? Would be fucking Kevin.
Yes.
2004 PS3. San Andreas? No, that was on PS2.
Mm-hmm. Windows, Mac, Quake?
Just type Warcraft.
Fuck, we're not good at this one. I said BioShock already. That didn't pop up.
That should have been
BioShock.
2007.
Not BioShock Infinite. We're going to lose out on this one.
I am, because I can't figure out what the fuck 2007 is if it's not goddamn Halo 3.
Nope. Fuck.
And I don't understand. I swear to God, if it says Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim for 2011, I'm punching my computer. I'm punching through my fucking computer.
This is the worst we've ever done on one of these. 3, 2, 1. The Sims.
We typed that!
Yeah, Elder Scrolls 5, Fallout 4.
We typed Skyrim, we typed Elder Scrolls 5. We didn't put it together. Figure it the fuck out.
Mass Effect 2, I should have. Call of Duty 4.
How was Fallout 4 Game of the Year?
I don't know. Gears of War, the original. Half-Life 2.
Okay, that's fine. Like, I'm not arguing with that.
Let me see. DICE Game of the Year, the Game of the Year awards.
That is the winner and
the nominees.
Ay, caramba.
And this is the past 10 years. We can get this.
We can do it. Like, I think we can get 30 or 35 of 50.
All right, we got 6 minutes. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. The Last of Us. Oh, no, fuck. That's 2013.
Last of Us 2. Last of Us Part 2.
Yep. Ghost of TSU.
S.
Oh, got that one.
Elden Ring.
80s.
Shovel Knight.
Nope.
Ooh.
Stray. Fucking.
Was Destiny on one of these for some reason? No.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, Overwatch. Fortnite. Nope. Thank God for that.
Yeah. Horizon Zero Dawn. Sekiro.
Yep.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Can't
God of War.
God of War 1.
God of War Ragnarok. Okay.
Spider-Man.
Nope. Okay. 2014, I believe, was Bloodborne. Oh, it was 2015.
Was it The Witcher? 3?
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that one. No offense, JFM, I shut the comments down again, so I can't see it. Grand Theft Auto 5 was 2013.
Yeah.
That's how much we should fucking hate that game at this point.
Fallout 4. Reed, this is about Game of the Year nominees and winners.
What's that one fucking Ori? Was Ori a nominee one year?
Nope.
No. I'm trying to think of these weird ass obscure ones that we had happen, and then some of the other really good games that took place. You're looking over at your game shelf, of course.
Yeah. Oh, Persona 5.
Yep. 2019 is baffling me because I did not play a lot of video games.
Dark Souls 2 got nominated, but not Dark Souls 3. Sekiro. What's another From Software one that's dropped?
Ghostwire didn't get anything. Oh, fucking Nero. or Neo.
Oh,
Near Automata.
no.
Automata, I guess, if you want to get. I don't speak right.
Celeste. Fallout 4, I already got on there. I tried yours already, Reed. The winner when Persona 5 came out, that was 2017.
What games came out in 2017?
Super Mario Odyssey?
Not spelled right, but fair
How do you
choice.
spell Odyssey?
ODYESS or sorry, ODYSSEY.
Cool.
Psychonauts 2 from Reed.
Ooh, goddamn. Okay.
It's a good pull. It's a good pull, Reed. It's a good pull. Proud of you. Oh, Inquisition won in 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Not
get the winner
Game
for
of the Year material.
2017.
2017. What fucking games came out in 2017? Forza? Was Forza Horizon on here at all? That's a fucking crying shame. Forza Horizon 4 was phenomenal.
Got 22.
We're 22 with a minute and a half. We have nothing from 2019. Why do we have nothing from 2019?
Monster Hunter?
Yeah, it's got to be on there.
Yep.
That was that long ago?
We've almost got 2018 knocked out.
Blow my fucking brains out. Holy shit. 2018. What other wild ass games did we play?
We got a minute.
Is there any Call of Duty games on here? Black Ops? No, World War II would not be on there.
No,
Ghosts wouldn't be on there.
definitely not.
2014 is the other one because I was playing a lot of games at that time. I know because my wife fucking brings it up all the goddamn time.
2021 is the one that's really fucking me up.
Who won in 2021?
No Gears of War.
Halo? I swear to God, if they put Halo on a fucking list. The last real good Halo game was Reach.
That's Stranding. Resident Evil 2 right at the... Yeah.
Titanfall. We should have guessed Uncharted.
Bayonetta 2. Hearthstone. Middle Earth. Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain. Super Mario Maker. Inside Titanfall.
Oh, Breath of the Wild. That's the one I'm mad about. I'm not even mad. Assassin's Creed Odyssey ended up on here. I'm not fucking mad about that. Breath of the Wild was on here, and I fucked up on that.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Resident Evil 2. I played a lot of that one. All right, 2021. Village. Village is legitimately the only one I'm mad I didn't get. Horizon Forbidden West, we guessed Horizon Zero Dawn. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Doom Eternal. I knew Animal Crossings was on there, but I couldn't remember what the newest one was called.
Is it New Horizons or something?
It's called, New Horizons. Because there's always one Switch game that slides in every year, like Metroid Dread, Smash Bros. Ultimate. 2018 was really the first year Nintendo didn't really do shit. What other ones are on here that we can show that we don't know shit anymore?
Just announced, buddy. I want to
What?
tell you this.
What's up?
At MPW and NWCW presents Showdown Saturday, July 1st. Just announced. Adam Wick and KJ Reynolds of DTA are taking on the Great Tiger and the Great Akuma.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's a good one.
And you can catch that action right here on a Forklift Wrestling Podcast.
I don't know if we go through anything else tonight.
I am fine.
You're fine?
Yeah.
Well, we proved to you guys that we're old gamers and don't know shit about new shit. I have no idea.
No, it's not. But Reed, thank you for switching over to YouTube. We do greatly appreciate that. We are sure that it is a lot more pleasing and easy to work with.
Again, tune in next week where we will have shit going up literally every day. Monday
That
will
is
be
what it seems like.
Monday will be a 10-minute recap of Forbidden Door. Tuesday will be predictions. Will be our MPW preview show. Wednesday will be predictions for Money in the Bank. Thursday we will be live playing Fight Forever for a couple hours. And once again, if you're here on Twitch, please go follow us over on our YouTube page. I'm going to pop this little thing up in the corner above Ethan's head. If you scan that QR code, it takes you to all of our links, which will include our YouTube page because we don't know how much longer we're going to be on Twitch.
And can I say, what's this? Oh,
Sure.
okay. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that has been involved in this. Clint, do we want to announce who is going to be joining us for the MPW and WCW preview show?
The WCW preview show?
The MPW and WCW preview show.
Yeah, it's going to be AY.
Who else is joining us for that show?
Oh, are you talking about for the preview show?
Yes, the preview show.
Yeah, Summer
On Monday.
Summer will be joining us for our MPW preview show.
Yes, Summer Rawson is making her debut. Well, technically not, because she was on commentary for a second at the last MPW show, but she's going to be making her debut here on the channel. So we're very happy to have her. If you guys know her or follow her, it was her birthday recently. Go tell her happy birthday. And she recently graduated high school, so the kid's fucking awesome. And we're super excited to finally be able to work with her. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be really good. And I'm just, wrestling's great. At the end of the day, wrestling's great.
Reed, this is for you. These are banned edibles. This is 100 milligrams in my fingertips right now.
And
these are not good.
Baby fingertips.
These are not good. They are quite bad.
That's probably why they're banned.
They have nerds in them.
I don't want nerds in my edibles.
Me neither. But, they were free, so I'm not going to pass down free shit. Ugh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, these taste like shit. Oh, God. Oh.
Well, and on that bombshell,
Yeah.
we're going to end. Good night, everybody. Once again, he's Clinton Davis. You can find him at PK Batman. I'm Ethan. You can find me at Johnson Collins 3 on Twitter. You can find us at On a Forklift Pod on Twitter. You can find us at On a Forklift Wrestling Podcast on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music. And you can find us for a little bit longer, On a Forklift Wrestling Pod on Twitch. And Thursday nights at 9 on UPN after my wife and kids. As always, we love you, Judy.
That edible sucked dick.